Hey guys, welcome back to another Junk Journal with me video. Before we jump into the journaling today, I wanted to quickly show this new printable kit that I popped into my Etsy shop. Some of you were asking for a printable version of the camping page that I shared in one of the previous Journal with me videos. And so I wanted to recreate it with a couple of extra fun ideas. So this kit has everything from the tent and the piece that slips inside the tent pocket, as well as a little campfire, some sleeping bags, some extra little bear characters and some grass. There's a couple of little animal creatures that you can tuck into the scene as well. And I've also added a starry night sky background and some extra longer pieces of grass. So you can create a full scene with everything that comes in this little kit. And there's so many different ways that you can play with this and assemble it. And here's a look at the page that I created using the kit. I think it turned out so cute. There's lots of places in the spread where you can hide your written journaling, or you can tuck photos or stick photos on, and yeah, you can really get creative with it. You don't have to assemble it the same way that I have, but I really wanted to keep the page nice and interactive and have lots of little pieces that you can actually touch and pull out of pockets, and I just love how it turned out. So this kit is in my Etsy shop. I'll link it down below in case you want to create your own little camping page. And now let's get into today's journal with me. So sorry to plug my shop again, but I've created another printable, and that's because I had this idea for this page for a birthday page. So this is a catch-up journaling page for my son's 13th birthday, and I've been seeing all these really lovely cake journal spreads, and a lot of them are sort of recreations of the same idea. I wanted to do something similar but different, and so I created this layered cake where you can stack up and build your own cake up on a plate on the page, and then you can use all of the layers to add your photos and your journaling. And there's so many different ways that you can customize this. So what I did was I cut out the pieces. I also printed the plate and the sprinkles layer on some vellum to give me a transparent look, and then I cut out all of the individual pieces, and then I pulled out a couple of doilies, and now I'm going to start layering this up on my page. To give this a bit more interest and texture, I also wanted to use a piece of fabric and make this sort of look like a tablecloth for a birthday. I have this really cute, brightly coloured sort of plaid print fabric in my collection, and I thought this would work really well for like a birthday tablecloth. So I left the edges quite raw and long so they overhang the page, and then I'm going to glue that down in the background. I actually did this journaling over 2 pages because I ran out of time. So I started to film this in the afternoon, and I glued on my background piece here, and I'd cut out all of the pieces, but then I ran out of time to finish off the journaling. So I decided to just let this dry overnight, and then I came back the next day to finish off the spread. So kind of worked out well because it allowed this to dry completely before I went in and added additional layers to the page. You can think of this spread as sort of looking down at the table. So I've laid out the little doilies on top of each other, and then in the kit you have your plate piece and then all of the different layers of the cake. So you have the top layer, which has some strawberries and icing on it, and then you have a chocolate layer, a sprinkle layer, and maybe like a sponge or like vanilla layer, just a lightly like cream colored layer of the cake. So coming back the following day, I printed out some photos from my son's birthday. His birthday happened a while ago now. It was in April, and I just haven't had a chance to journal, so I'm still catching up on some things. But I printed those pictures out, and now I have my main pieces. So I'm stacking up the cake. I'm starting with the doilies and then adding the plate, and then we have all of these layers of cake to play with. I decided to print those sprinkles on the vellum, and you can see that just gives a nice interesting sort of layered look to that piece. And then I'm just organizing the cake layers how I want them to be. And then using a paper clip, I'm clipping the layers together, and then I'm going to use an awl, which is a sharp little tool for bookbinding. I'm going to poke a hole through all of the layers and put a little metal brad through the hole. So my idea for this is that you can then swivel the layers of the cake out and reveal them sort of one by one, and you can have your journaling and your photos and any ephemera tucked in all of the layers of the cake, which will then sit on the page. Another way you could do it is just to keep the layers separate, and you could just clip them together with a paper clip onto the page, and then you can just lift it up and flick or flip through the layers. So I have the plate on the cardstock, which I'm using, and then the plate was printed on the vellum again. And so what I decided to do was cut off the middle strip of the plate from the vellum sheet or the vellum copy, which you can see here. And I'm going to use that on top of the cardstock plate to create a pocket. So this is still going to have the same print of the plate, but it's going to be transparent. And so it's not going to take away from the look of the plate, but it's going to give me a pocket on the plate, if that makes sense. So you could also just do this with regular paper cardstock, or you could create a pocket with anything you like if you want to do it this way. But this is going to allow me to lift the cake on and off the page. The next step was just to take my stapler and to staple those doilies down. I thought that would be the best way to stick them to that fabric layer. And I used my little We Are Makers cinch staple to help me reach the middle edge of the page, which my regular staple wouldn't reach to. And then I also stapled that pocket on top of the plate. So just securing these main base pieces to the page. And then I'm just testing out how this cake is going to fit inside the pocket. So taking the final layer, the last layer of the cake, and slipping that inside the pocket. This allows the cake to sit on the page, but also be able to be pulled off and interacted with. And it also helps to keep that nice dimension that the cake has. I use that clever magnetic cinch staple again to attach the plate to the page. And now it's time to add my journaling to the cake. So if you create one of these for yourself, I hope you remember that you can customize this however you like. I've kept the layers of the cake very basic on purpose because everyone's going to have a different way that they might like to approach this. I wanted to write the message happy birthday on the top of the cake as if it's written in icing, but I want you to be able to write your own message. So you could put a name or anything you like. It may not even be a birthday that you're celebrating. But I sketched this out with pencil, and then I'm using the little strawberries that come in the kit and the candles, and I'm just figuring out where I want to stick everything down. I like the way the candles look sort of popping off the top of the cake. It makes it look a little bit more dimensional. And again, this is something that you can customize so many different ways. So you can use markers, pencils, paints. You can literally color in this cake, the top layer, with a different color. You could add some chocolate icing or make it any flavor that you want. You could write any message. You could add stickers, sprinkles, glitter, whatever you want to decorate this cake. And I think that's also really cool because you may want to do this for lots of different birthdays or events, and you can make this cake look different every single time. You also don't have to use that top layer on the top of the cake. You could make the top the chocolate or the sponge or the sprinkles. It's completely up to you. If you find yourself needing even more layers of cake, you can also just print it out multiple times and you can add as many layers as you want. You could also get really creative and cut out images from magazines or additional layers and cake decorations from magazines, or really you can use anything you want. So it's a really fun little creative project. I'm using some PVA glue to glue on my candles and strawberries around the outside of the cake. And then after that, I'm going to color in the letters with some pink pencil. I think that fabric layer in the background also helps to make this sort of pop off the page. And there's so many different fabrics and fabric patterns that you could play around with to get a different final look. I also left some of the candles lit and some of them unlit, and you can either use all lit candles or all unlit candles. You can draw your own little fire at the top or your own little sort of candle stalks at the top if you want to. There's so many different ways that you can play with it. Once I was happy with my top layer, I'm going ahead and stapling a little Polaroid picture of my son onto one of the layers, onto that transparent layer. And then on the chocolate layer, I stapled another photo of his birthday cake and he and his friend on his birthday. For the other layers, I'm going to add some journaling and I'm also going to add some stickers. So this is essentially like a little mini book or like a little mini album on a page almost, because each layer of the cake basically acts as its own page, and I just think it's such a fun idea that you can play with. Even though you're not really going to see it, I decided to add my additional sprinkle layer to the back of the cake as well. So I just spread some glue on the back and that covers up the brad, and it also helps to, I guess, secure it so it's not going to tear, and it covers up that white space on the back. And then you can see my little cake here is starting to take shape, and I'm going to just finish this off with some extra decorations. I did try to do some journaling directly on the chocolate layer of cake with some white pen, and it turned out okay, but this white pen isn't the best, so I ended up actually covering that over later on. I also used the lightest layer of the cake as a journaling space. Now you see me going through my stickers and pulling out any stickers that I think would work well for a birthday spread. And I'm also looking for places where I can add journaling and any cute little icons that would work. I decided to cover up that white pen with this label sticker, and because it overhangs the page, I just trimmed off the extra little scrap of the label that hangs off the circle. And then I just layered a few cute little star stickers and some tiny word stickers on each layer. Lastly, I decided to decorate the pocket part of the plate, and so I'm just using some stickers to write the number 13, and then with my little Scrabble stickers I wrote love you. And then I remembered that I'd picked up this cute little vintage cake card at a thrift shop. There was just one of them and it was 10 cents and it's so cute. I love it. It's got this gold foiling on it, and so I'm using that as an additional journal card which tucks inside the pocket. And here you can see the finished spread. I absolutely love how this page turned out. I love how it looks so collagey, and it's just got a lot of character and lots of layers, lots of textures, and it also helps to capture the memory. And I feel like even if you don't have a lot of mementos or photos, which in this case we didn't, it still looks very celebratory and important and significant, even if you don't have a lot of physical ephemera to pop inside. So I just love how this page turned out. It was pretty quick and simple to put together as well, but I know that I could definitely get more creative with it. For the next birthday that I celebrate, I might play around with adding different decorations to the cake and making it look entirely different. So if you'd like to have a play with this idea yourself, I will link the printable to the cake down below. I'll also link that camping set as well, so you can play around with your journal if you're feeling inspired. I really hope that you enjoyed this journal with me, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. Bye!